And I return to Let's Play Nebuchadnezzar. Where were we? Right, we're trying to build up a farm. So let's go ahead and start distributing bread, and we'll start building up a little bit more of a population here. We are short on people. Okay, not anymore. Speed this up because we need to get going into our next bit. 94. That ought to be more than enough. Alright. So, I was having some second thoughts about the layout of this. Thinking that I could... Because here's the thing. I'm going to need to do what I had said I didn't think I was going to need to do, which is build this, because if we're going to have incoming copper here, to avoid having to basically drag it all the way across the map, or even to do so, we can just shorten this here, because it'll eventually have to end up here if we're going to do the elite housing over there. So, this is going to look like this, or maybe not that just yet. We will find out in a minute. I wanted to shrink that and push this over, and maybe have it wind up here, and then bring this closer, because what my fear is that if I build a livestock thing here, it's out of range of that. So maybe I should swap these. It's still going to be out of range. Curses. So I guess we basically do a 12 and 12 then, for everything. And then that way it just exists everywhere. And they'll have two choices to pick from. But if it is able to just drag directly to the location, that'll be fine as well. So, okay. Well, we got people now. We've got plenty of money. We'll never run out of that now. So is it worth... I mean, we're going to have to drag this down eventually anyhow. So we have to go at least that far. But if I were to pull the line here, we could maybe maximize this a little bit. Yeah, let me try. Let me try doing it this way instead. Or at least those two. Let's grab you. We can do that. I will put the bakeries there. We'll grab a dirt road here. Now this is a real shame because I would be putting them over top of... So maybe realistically I should actually pump it out here instead. That way we don't have to worry about it being irrigated or not. And I'm not building over irrigated land, and then we can just use that. Yes. Should be the way we do this. And that gives me an extra 5 there. So we'll see what the next one does. Of course, doing that means that if I add another one here, which I eventually do, I'll have another thing there. So, I've got to bear that in mind as I grab this dirt road, and we need to bring it in as close as possible, which I guess would be this one. Unless I want to... See, now I've got to bend around. Am I just making more work for myself down the road? Because I guess I could do that. We're going to grab the livestock farm, and the livestock farm could double down over here. Let us try this. Yeah. Alternatively, even just a little bit closer, because I don't know if I want to maximize that. And it is out. Oh my god, so it has to be... It has to be closer. If I want it to go to that center over there, it has to be closer. So, I guess that means right here will work. We may as well use... I wouldn't be able to get it in there. So it doesn't matter. Okay, now we gotta go with our irrigation up and around the outside. Pull it in somewhat like that. If I wanted to maximize those at all, I'd be giving up 2 to gain 3. Works. Okay, so then we gotta do road, like so. Come back in here, and we do pumps. Which actually could go... Well, could have if it was going to cooperate, but no. And voila, shit. So maybe that, I mean, well, either way it doesn't matter, I guess. We're not going to get maximum efficiency out of this. Shame. Okay, well anyway, let's at the very least get that. Yeah, we're not going to come even close. Get another one in there. By then, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But that means there's no point now in having this irrigation canal because what would we gain out of this? Let's just look. So there's 5 that way, and 7, so like 12, so not even anywhere close. If I could bring the irrigation over here, along the back way, so maybe that road does need to go this way, but then it eats into, it would eat into 4 chunks there, and having, yeah, we would gain nothing by doing that. Alright, alright. So yeah, this one's not going to do what I want it to do. And that's all there is for that. So, we're done with that. And we still now have 500 people. Perfect. So this should be doing its thing. Still. And where are we at? I guess now we're ready for... Should I just save this instead for farm? Instead of trying to do something fancy with it? How many farms are we going to need? So they need fish. They also need... Oh, let's just put one down and find out. They need fish, and then they'll need the jewelry. Fish and dates. 1 date farm, if we can actually maximize this one, maybe will be enough. I think we need to put those bakeries in. Where are those bakeries at? They're outside the range of this. That's why I had this one here. That one will work though. So So let's go ahead and do that. And then, well, I mean, see, now there's not a reason to have this one, is there? Because I could literally just add 2 more guys to these ones, and they would work. Let me take that away. And let's just do that instead. It doesn't really matter because they should, even if we don't have it here, they should see it here and still be able to get it. Okay, now we're down to 300 people. Alright, let's get ready for this crop farm, which looks like it'll be good there. I kind of want to bring it down 1 more though, because otherwise if I run an irrigation canal up the backside, we're going to be blocking off one of the fisher spots. In fact, that whole area here is a good fishing spot, but we should be able to get several. More than... oh, okay, that's not even a fisher spot, so let's not worry about that. Interesting. Why can't they go? Okay, well, it looks like all the fish is going to be gathered up there then. So we're looking at, like, right here is where we're going to put our 32 villas. In which case, let's go ahead and do something like that. Let's grab this farm. Let's make it fit. Put that down. Grab another dirt road there. Grab the canal. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. It could... see, this is not going to be matched up there. And then we need more pumps. Can this one at least have a pump on it? I'll do that. I have no reason to turn you off. You can hold 30. So let's actually grab this road here. I want to change my mind on this one because what I want to do is, okay, grab that, and then we can utilize this side as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, but we can't really. It's going to be a different... I forgot. So the road will go like this because there's got to be that space because these are wider buildings, which means that this whole thing is not going to totally going to work. Because if we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we're looking at something like that. And I guess I could just extend it to whatever. I'm not going to get enough going this way, which makes this slightly more difficult to plan out for distribution purposes. Because they would have to walk. I mean, we'd get redundancies here, which is not bad in itself, I guess. It's actually pretty incredible how much of a difference the elite housing is just by adding those 2 squares. It adds significant area. Well, I mean, I guess we don't have a choice. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Grab that and drag this road along the backside. Now that one could have been there, but because this one, well, this is fine because that's not going to be. That one will. So let's drag that out even further here. All right, this is probably going to be very messy. So let's grab, say, an obelisk. Put an obelisk there. I didn't think about this, probably polluting the crap out of this. We'll put another obelisk there. Have an obelisk there. Maybe a shorty in some of these places. And then we're going to be looking at small garden. Small garden. I think the appeal will be enough there. Yeah, this is actually going to be possibly... So what I could do instead, since I don't think we're necessarily going to get full up on that, we might. But let's just wait before we go doing anything drastic. Shit. Oh, okay, well, you can just override the thing by clicking on it. That's interesting, if annoying. Alright, so now what we need is distribution of a standard market. Should be right there. And why don't we save ourselves possibly a little bit of hassle by doing that? Although, I don't know. I mean, does that even matter? I would imagine that they could just go here, collect, and then come back, and then it would be coming out of this side, so you wouldn't even necessarily need that road. Maybe we could avoid that. Let's find out. We will take now a distribution warehouse. I will pause for this one as I put this one down. Taking only you, but it won't work to only take this. So we will take 20, and then we'll take 16, because I'll probably do a little bit of industry here for the copper, seeing as how it'll be halfway in between. Copper workshop. Dang you. It's just outside of range. So if I swapped the road, I would only get one in there that would actually fit, though. It would be in between without requiring a special. So the alternative then is to move this back as far as we can get out of range, which would be right here, which may also allow me to gain fish. That's another thing this thing needs. It's too far gone to... Oh, fuck. Well, I could put... If I moved this over, I could take some of these out and get them in here, because we're not going to be able to get a full one. I'll require 4. Like that. Okay. Now I can put this in and it will be within range. Both will be in range. So now we can say, well, I mean, we could just take both, but let's take all the dates, and then you will be basically half and half of the fish and the copper, and we'll go down to 16 and 20. And that should work. And that way I can have another, well, let's see. That market is going to be within range. Oh shit, that market's not, that secondary market is not in range anyway. I did all that for nothing. So it was fine where it was, because it had to be within range of... God, you know, this part right here, where you can't see how far away it is, really annoys me. So actually, having it right here would still be within... So we have to move it over again, then. Okay. So that's another 4 I have to destroy. I actually think that the range mechanic that they've introduced is just more of a hassle. I get maybe the thinking behind it, but it's too much of a hassle for planning. The convenience of not having your guys walk all the way across the map could just have been alleviated by basically this, where you set up waypoints saying, you know, how far do you want to go? Trying to limit that just, it's too limiting. It makes it really damn difficult. So these guys aren't even going to be able to have copper, right? So these guys have to have the fish and the copper. Okay, now we're set up again. Now I need to do industry of... Okay, so then we got to do road here, out, and 1. And I don't know if that's going to be enough. Hopefully. Copper workshop. For now, we will only do the 1. And we're short on people, you say? Okay, so that's good there. Let's let this run. We've apparently got more than enough people, so let's get the fishing thing in. I pause for a minute, where it gives me even more grief. Yeah, so I needed to delete that because that wasn't going to ever do me any good. Not that it matters. But, okay, actually you can... is this the effect of it not being completely fertile? kind of what that feels like. Okay, and then we got to do some other shit now. So get these villas in play here. I am reasonably concerned with that this is not going to work the way I'd hoped it would. What's your deal? Not enough workers. How is this possible? Oh, they require those workers. Let's clamp that down for a minute then. They require... Finally, we've come into a position where we need to have townsfolk workforce. They have apparently no reason to come here, because no one has so far. Pottery. I had meant to leave a bit of room for pottery, and that we now no longer have access to, or the ability for, because of... I've got this set up. That's a problem. Not that we're distributing pottery, but we will have to in order to get this going. Okay, well, shit. Put some grass in there. So now the question is going to be, where are they going to come from? It's going to be way out the way. Yeah. God. Freaking distance mechanic rears its ugly head. To show just how bad it really is. Okay, well, we can't use this. So if I can carve out a spot there for clay, you have to be... Well, okay, you do. God damn it. Because we're nowhere... You know, if I could maybe utilize this to get it closer... These are out of range of that. So I guess we just have to accept that. I guess we just accept that. Red will never make it here. So yeah, it'll just never do that. So we'll get rid of you. And now we come in here. And now we're going to be taking out... Well, shit, this doesn't work either, because now I don't have a road access. Fuck! Well, we're just gonna... Okay, well... Damn it. I'd hoped to avoid having to have a separate warehouse caravanning in to give us goods, but we just have to, because it doesn't work any other way. That's really, really damned annoying, actually. Unless I did it out here. No, but I have no direct road to this. God damn it. I mean, this would be the easiest solution, right? We've got it here. We could just have it stockpiled here, have a caravan guy. We'll have the excess people, I imagine. I was just trying to not have that issue. Well, okay, I'll just leave you here, then, because we will eventually expand to having the 3. And that's just how we'll do it. Let it go. The caravan guy here really does nothing for me anymore. I put the dirt road here. Regain one lost little bit there. Shit, that's out of range. Fuck. That is within range. That is also... Oh, what the... I think I just need to start having people come here, otherwise this is going to get stuck in there. Yeah, okay. The need otherwise does nothing. We're not utilizing enough of it. So that's where another milkmaid comes in, I guess. Literally nobody is living here. And because we have to supply beforehand? Is that how that works? Alright, this one's actually gonna screw with my brain here a little bit. I'm gonna have to figure out... Well, we're just gonna have overlap. That's all there is to it. If I have them go here, and then up, presumably they'll probably have run out of material by the time they get here, so I can have a secondary one coming this way. How's that going to work? It's not, because I'm going to have 3 things, so we'll have to have another market here eventually. Okay, well, for right now, we will just do that. And may as well have the fish as well. And we'll begin taking things around. And really, that's going to carry most people anyway, except for these 2, so... Maybe I should reshape how all of this is going, and then we'll just have all this stuff being distributed anyway. So why aren't people coming here? Oh, because we literally don't have enough appeal. It is a matter of appeal that is preventing them from coming here. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course it is. So this alone, not enough. I could slam down more obelisks, I guess. But by itself, the answer is no. These guys are. But because now I'm distributing here, they're not getting it here. So we need to reverse this to pull people in so that I can begin building up here. I mean, I can just build up here anyway. There's just no point. I'm mucking around with it. Now, are they going to go out for 3? May as well, right? May as well. I don't think this is going to work this way. I actually don't. Damn it. Now we're getting some people in. And we'll kind of spruce the place up a bit. Do I need to worry about the pollution here, or should I just go straight to... I think for here we can just go straight into like grass or something. It's cheap. Put a garden here just in case. surprisingly, these are okay. They got a little bit of pollution going on, but they're okay. We now have enough people. We can open this. We are almost out of people here, however, so we're going to have to start distributing even more stuff. Start distributing down here, I guess. Okay. Well, we're slowly on our way. We just need to, apparently we need to do more fish or something, because we definitely need to do more dates. That's about empty. But yeah, I'll have to get a secondary market to go the other way, because this ain't working. Maybe a stell? I kind of want these to be varied, but what's the difference here? Nothing. Price. Literally price. The appeal level is the same, it is just a matter of price. It doesn't block pollution, it is expensive. Sounds about right. Okay, well, we'll end this one here, and continue on next time, I guess.